how we go about multiplying radicals. Any term can be multiplied by another term, and the terms do not need to have the same radicands. Now, what we do is we multiply the coefficients of each radical term. A times b gives us a times b, and multiply the radicands of each radical term. X times y gives us x times y. So in division, it does not matter what our coefficients or our radicands are. You can divide any two radical terms. And in multiplication, the same thing. You multiply the coefficients regardless of what they are. You multiply the radicands regardless of what they are. So let's say you were given 7 radical 2 times 3 radical 5. Step 1, you multiply the coefficients of each term. 7 times 3 in this case. And then step 2, you multiply the radicands of each term, 2 and 5. 7 times 3 is 21. 2 times 5 is 10, giving you a final answer of 21 radical 10, since this cannot be simplified any further. Let's have you do a few practice questions. Find the product. Question number 1, -3 radical 6 times a radical 2. Question number 2, x squared radical 7a times x radical 7a cubed. And question number 3, 4 radical 2 times 5 radical 3 times 2 radical 4. Pause the video, answer these questions, and then press play when you are ready to begin. Question number 1, step 1, multiply the coefficients of each term, -3 and a, giving us -3a. Step 2, multiply the radicands of each term, 6 and 2, giving us radical 6 times 2, which is radical 12. So the answer to question number 1 is -6a radical 12. If you simplified it further, you would have gotten -12a radical 3. I'm going to skip the steps on how to simplify this for now. I just wanted you to know if you got it correct, if you got down to this answer. I'm going to show you how to simplify the terms in just a moment, so we'll save that. Question number 2, step 1, multiply the coefficients of each term. The first coefficient is x squared, the second coefficient is x. When you're multiplying variables with exponents, you add the exponents. 2 plus an exponent of 1, when it's not shown, it's 1. 2 plus 1 gives us 3, so we get x cubed. Step 2, multiply the radicands of each term, 7a and 7a cubed. The exponent 1 plus 3 gives us 4. 7 times 7 is 49. Now we simplify this further because 49 has a perfect square root, and we can simplify a to the 4th. So we would get x cubed times the square root of 49, which is 7, and the square root of a to the 4th, which is 2. So our final answer would be x cubed times 7a squared, which is equivalent to 7a squared times x cubed. It's just conventional to have our real number in front, and then I just put them in alphabetical order. But since it's multiplication, you can organize these in any way, and it's the same value. Let's take a look at question number 3. Step 1, multiply the coefficients of each term. The first coefficient is 4, the second coefficient is 5, and the third coefficient is 2. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. Step 2, multiply the radicands of each term. Radical 2, radical 3, radical 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So the final answer is 40 radical 24. You could have simplified this further to 80 radical 6.